Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with the next update for my project polish. I am excited to share with you where I am with the polishes that are remaining in this project. But before I jump into that, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's just jump in to the first polish. So actually, before we jump into the polishes, I do want to discuss something that I got in PR this month, and I'm very excited to share this with you because I actually got a parcel from Madame Glam. It came like this in this little box, and it contained 3 polishes as well as a base coat and a top coat. And I was very excited to try this brand out because it's my first ever experience with gel polishes. I never tried them at the nail salon, I never tried it at home, so yeah, I was very excited to try it out. So yeah, it came with those polishes. I'm going to go through them in a second, but just to let you know, I am wearing one of the polishes today, and again we'll give you a close-up in a second, but I'm wearing this beautiful red, which is one of the colors that I picked up. But with the polishes, they were actually also a UV lamp, and it came in this little box right here, but I actually started storing it inside the big box with the rest of the polishes. So I'm just going to go ahead and open this up. So it came really nicely padded like this, and all the polishes are keeping here on the side, and there is the lamp. So I'm going to take everything out and show you what I received. So the UV lamp just comes like this. It is actually a pretty good one, but like I said, I never tried anything else, so all I can say is that it does cure the nail polish. It works really well and it seems pretty strong. So this is what it looks like when you fold it out. So you just fold out the little legs like this, and you can place it on top of your table. And it does come with a USB cord that you can plug into like your laptop, or like a plug, like a phone charger or something like that. And it works really well, and the cord is pretty long too, which makes it easier to do your nails. So that's basically the lamp. When I cure my polish, I just double click this button, which means that it will be 1 minute. I usually do that twice just to make sure that it is fully cured for each coat. But yeah, it's really convenient, and it will store very flat because the legs do fold in. Then, like I said, the kit also comes with a base coat and a top coat. These are both the soak off base coat and soak off top coat. I really like these. They work well. I feel like with the base coat it dries a little bit tacky even after curing, but it does stay on there. But I think that's also just enhanced the staying power of the gel itself. So I do really like this one, and yeah, it seems like a good combination of gel, top and base coat. So that is the first 2 polishes, but let's move on to the more exciting ones, which are the 3 colored polishes that I picked up. So I have the polishes right here. We're going to start with this one right here, which is the red one that I'm actually wearing now. So let me just do a close-up of what my nails looks like. You can probably see that these are really shiny still, and they haven't chipped at all, although I did paint them like a week ago, and I've been to a festival this weekend and they didn't chip at all. So they are holding up really well, and they're still as shiny as when I painted them. And again, it was my first time ever doing gel polishes, so that just shows how easy it is and how well it lasts, because if I can do it for the first time, I feel like that's a really good testament to how good the polishes are. But yeah, that's the polish, and I feel like some tips that I would like to give you that I noticed kind of, I don't know, made it maybe like verge on shipping a bit, or like coming off, is I took the coats, or like especially the base coat and the top coat, too far off my nail bed. So I kind of went all the way down to like where my nail bed is here, as well as on the sides. And when you cure that, it will kind of like come off your skin and it might lift. I just used like a little pair of nail scissors. I cut that bit off before I actually started peeling off the nail polish itself, and that was fine. But next time I do it, I will really make sure to clean off the edges before curing my polish, because I think that would really hinder it from doing that in the future. And then the second tip I would also say is to wrap your tips when you're doing it. You can do it with all coat, which I would probably recommend, or just with the top coat and the colored polish as well. So that's what I did, and I did use 2 coats of this red, but honestly I feel like it would be opaque in one. And I have actually also swatched out the 3 shades here, and in here I actually only have 1 coat, so you can see the polish right there. But yeah, these are the 3 that I picked up. So let's just move on to the next one, which is this one in the middle. And also, before I do so, I don't know if I actually mentioned what this is called. This is the shade Perfect Red, which is a beautiful kind of orangey toned red, which I think is absolutely stunning, and this is exactly what I wanted. The second shade that I have is one of their holographic polishes, and this one is in the shade Naughty Me. It is this kind of pinky color. It does come with a colored top as well, which is really handy. All of them do, just to kind of help you kind of show which one is which color. But this one is a beautiful kind of hot pink shade right here, and it does have a hollow shift. I'm not sure you can pick that up on camera, but it does show up in real life, especially in front of these lights. I can see a bit of a hollow shift, but it's not the most intense hollow. It's more of a linear hollow, and it is a bit more subtle, but I think when you're out in the sun it will definitely show up. But I really like that shade, and yeah, like I said, that one is called Naughty Me, and that is the second shade. I haven't tried either of these two yet. I only tried the red, so that is that. And again, it is just one coat on the swatch wheel. So the last shade I picked up was kind of like a more everyday shade, because my idea when picking these up is that I wanted a red, a classic red, because I do like wearing reds, and I also wanted like an everyday shade, because those are things that I feel like I want to wear for like a longer time, because these can last up to like I think over 2 weeks, or until like your nails grow out, because my nails grow pretty quickly. So I feel like I couldn't wear these longer than 2 weeks even if they lasted, because they would grow up too far. But I do feel like I wanted to pick up some shades that I wanted to wear for a longer time, so that's why I picked up these kind of more basic colors. But yeah, the last shade that I picked up is this one right here, which is this kind of mauvey kind of purpley shade, and this one is in You're So Vain. So with this one, again, I have it on the swatch wheel, so I think it's just easy to show you right there. And that is the shade, which is, like I said, it's more like a mauvey nudie kind of leaning more purplish shade. It's beautiful, and I think this is going to be a really nice like everyday shade. I think it will be a really nice shade to wear to the office, and with these three I feel like I got a really good selection of shades, and so far I'm loving these. I'm sure you will have these pop up more in my videos in the next kind of couple of months, because when we go into my polishes you will see that I don't have that many colors left in my project polish, and I feel like these will be the perfect thing to mix them up with. So yeah, that is the 3 polishes that I picked up from Madame Glam in combination with the whole kit, and I'm very grateful for Madame Glam to send these to me. And I do have a link down below as well as a coupon code for you guys. I think it's Sophie30, but if I'm wrong I will have the correct code down below, which will give you 30% off if you decide to buy something from them. And if you decide to go and check these out, it would be good if you could go for my link down below. It's not an affiliated link, I don't earn anything from it, but it will kind of help to show the traffic coming in from my channel specifically, and might help me with future collaborations. So that is it with everything I got from Madame Glam. Let's just move into my actual project polish. Okay, so I have my swatch wheel right here, and I don't have too many polishes left. Actually, I only have been working on 4 in the past month, because if you haven't seen my previous updates, you know that I actually have almost finished all the polishes that I want to finish in my collection, which means that I only have those 4 left. So we're gonna start with the first one, which is this bright green shade right here, and this one is one that comes from Barry M, and it is one of the Jelly High Shine polishes in the shade Kiwi. So this is what the color looks like with the polish, and maybe you will be able to see it right there already, but I didn't actually finish this polish, so I didn't have very much left at the last update, and I did scrape everything out, and I used a lot of thinner in here, and I got as much of it out as I could. So this one is now done, which was actually one of my goals for the last month, and that means that I'm down to 3 polishes working on. It actually took me, I think, 2-3 manicures finishing this, because when I kept adding thinner in it kept going up, but I did really want to get as much of this out as possible. So yeah, that's how I finished this, and honestly it was kind of more gave me this past month, because yeah, as you can see I had a tiny amount left, so it wasn't surprising that I did finish this, but it is now out of my collection, and I'm, like I said, down to 3. Then the next one up is this one right here, which is this white, it's kind of like an off-white nudie shade, and this one also comes from Barry M, and it is in the shade Coconut. So with this one I also had a goal in the past month to use half of what was left. I'm going to show you my progress line straight away, and as you can see, that is where I was last month, and this is where I am now. So I feel like I used quite a bit of it, but I didn't quite use half. I think it's slightly less than half, but again, it's not too worrying. I think the reason why I wanted to use up half is because I'm gonna try to finish this polish in the next month, but I still feel like I might be able to do that, although I didn't quite reach that halfway mark. And again, it is getting quite low, so I don't have too much left of this, which is exciting, and I feel like I'm getting quite close to finishing this project, and you're gonna see that the polishes that are still left as well in a second. But it is exciting. It is also a bit bittersweet because I have been doing this project for so long, but I definitely think this will be one that I am gonna try really hard to finish for the next month. Then the last two shades are the kind of more sparkly shades that I have in this project, and the first one is this kind of silver shade right here. It's a very kind of weird shade, and it is one of the Maybelline, I think it's the Brocades or Crystallized or something like that line, and this one is in the shade Foil Flash. So this one looks like this, and like I said, on first glance it looks quite silver. However, on the nails it has like a gold shift to it, which means it's quite difficult to pair, and I feel like it also kind of clashes a little bit with my skin tone, so it's not the best shade for me. And also it does ship really easily. So I have tried this a bit more in the past month as a topper. I topped it on top of Death Green, and that actually turned out pretty nice. I also topped it on top of the white shade I just showed you, and that actually also turned out pretty nice. I think I might continue doing that in the next month to switch up the shades that I have in here, because again I only have 3 left, so I need to kind of combine them to get a good combination. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you my progress lines, and that is where I was last update, and this is where I am now. So again, I have some pretty consistent progress on this. I do have a little bit left, but again I might be able to finish this in the next month if I push, especially since I don't have that many polishes to work on. I'm not gonna necessarily force myself to finish this, but if I do, that would be absolutely great. But yeah, I'm getting low on this one as well, and I feel like I will have to combine this with a lot of polishes because it does ship so often. But on its own, I do also need like 3 layers, which is why it moves so quickly. And yeah, we'll see with this one, but it might also be done by next updates. Then we have the very last shade in my project polish, which is this kind of dark blackish purple right here, and that is a shade from Revlon in the shade Scandalous, and it looks like this. So this one I've had in now for 2 months, I believe, and with this one I had a goal of using enough to make a new line. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you where I am today. So as you can see, that is where I was last update, and down here is where I am today. So I was definitely able to make a new line. I'm actually quite impressed with how much I used of this, because it is such a dark shade, and also the bottle is getting wider, so I feel like the progress should have been less, but it's actually a bit more than it was the previous month. So I'm doing quite well with this. Again, I could probably finish this if I was focused just on the shade in the next month, but I don't want to finish this yet. I feel like it's too deep to wear often enough to finish this, so my goal with this will be to more finish like maybe half of what is left, or just as much as I can to have it out in the next 2 months. So that is the final polish, and these are the only 3 shades that I have left in this project. So now you probably understand why I feel like these kind of pop-up colors will work really well with them, because these are very kind of neutral and almost boring shades. But I am close to finishing a lot of them. Both of these I think will be done in the next month. At least this white one will, maybe not this one, but I will try. And then this black one, or like blackish purple one, I think will be done in the next 2. But there you guys was it for my update today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And like I mentioned before, please make sure to check out Madame Glam down below. They have tons and tons of polishes to choose from on their website, and I'm sure you will find a color that would suit you. And use my link if you want to, as well as my code, to save 30%. And otherwise, I really hope you're having a lovely day, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye guys!